What is going on, guys? So I wanted to make a video and kind of take you all the way back 2 years in the past. So I was out on the road doing storm damage. My wife and I were traveling around the country and we're doing really well. And my wife was diagnosed with cancer. So we had to come home to Tennessee to, get that figured out. And at that time, I couldn't stay out on the road doing storm damage. And so I needed to work at home. I figured I would do something similar. I jumped online, I Googled up a few things like make money with a truck, stuff like that, because I had all the equipment and everything, to, do something with a truck. And when I did that, I needed to make, like 20 grand a month, like right away. Because I was used to making a certain amount of money. We had a certain lifestyle. We kind of wanted to keep it. And so I came across, doing kind of local storm damage, which in a sense is junk removal, but on a local level. And when I dove into it, I started doing things like guerrilla marketing, just different stuff like that. And when I was doing that, I kind of liked it. And I wanted to pursue it. I just didn't think I would be able to make money quick enough to number one, facilitate my 20-acre property and the expenses that I already had, along with my wife not being able to be right alongside me because of her situation. I was a little scared about the situation. Anyway, make a long story short, so I started doing my junk removal. And shortly thereafter, I thought I need to get somebody else involved so I could make more money. And hence this video. Mario Junk Money. So I looked around online a little bit and was watching all these videos about, SEO and Google ads and, marketing and stuff. And like I said, at the time I was doing guerrilla marketing, I was doing yard signs, and that kind of thing. And I've done some things in business where I've been semi-successful, owned a couple car dealerships, a pretty good storm damage restoration, deal going for a long time. And, this was one area that I would always have somebody else kind of handle. I'm more of the door-to-door, warrior, so to speak. And I saw this video and it was this guy talking about Mario. And I watched some other, some stuff about other companies, JRA and, these other different companies out there and stuff like that. And so I prayed about it and everything. And I don't know why, I just felt I needed to call Mario and just have a chat with him and see what he was all about. And so I called him up. And my first question to him was, could I make an additional 20 grand a month using his, his services, his ideas or what have you? And without batting an eye, he said, yes. I said, okay, so what do I got to do? And he said, well, everything I tell you to do. And I said, okay, well, what's that? And he said, well, let me build your website and do some different things. And so I did. Now, before I did that, he gave me a couple of other junk removal companies to reach out to kind of, do my due diligence and find out, a little bit more about him. So I think he gave me 5 different companies. So I called all 5 of these companies until I reached all 5 of these companies. And I talked to all of them. The second one that I contacted was a guy out of Los Angeles. And he really said a couple of key things that really meant a lot to me. And one of the things that he said is that everything that Mario told him came to fruition. And it came with a lot of hard work and stuff like that, but he was adding, I think the time he was adding, I think his 3rd truck. And so this is a couple of years ago. This is a while back now, but And he gave me some different people in different areas. Like, he gave me a guy up in Ohio to talk to, a guy in Texas to talk to, a guy in LA to talk to, what have you. So, and they were all in, different markets. And one of them actually did a lot of videos online. So I watched a lot of that dude's videos, and that guy had me in stitches. But anyway, so I called Mario back. I said, let's go. Let's get it on. My next question for Mario was, how long is this going to take? Because at the time, I needed to add like an additional 20 grand. I thought what I was making would probably get me by, that kind of thing. And he gave me a time frame. I said, all right, I think I could work within that. And I just went out and guerrilla marketed. I shot Mario a few bucks. $500,000 later, I'd have to say that Mario has been such a godsend to me, and to my family, and to my employees, and my son-in-law who runs the company with me and stuff like that, because everything that he said that I should do, and I did, has worked out. About a year ago, I added dumpsters, and some stuff like that. And man, I'm number one. I rank number one in my area. Now I have a smaller area, and there's a bigger market that's, I don't know, about 40 miles away, that kind of thing. And I do a lot of work down there. We do between 100 and 200 miles a day. Well, actually, between 100 and 300 miles a day is probably more accurate. So we probably drive a little bit more than most. We go, a lot further to get our work done, that kind of thing. And we run a system that's probably different than most, because we come through my property quite a bit to, process things, and stuff like that. But within the boundaries of marketing, I do nothing. Okay. Yard signs, I fell behind a little bit on yard signs and things like that. Guerrilla marketing, fell behind a little bit on that. Why? Because I don't have time. Okay. I need to get off the truck. That's one thing, but I love it, and I'm at a point now where I have to get off the truck, and I have to move forward. I've ordered another truck, and stuff like that. And, we'll see where that goes. I have to tell you that I am so grateful that Mario came along, and that I was able to take advantage of his services, and I've never had any hiccups. He's told me to do a few things that I've been a little bit lazy about doing, and that's on me, but everything that I've done that he suggested that I do has turned into ROI big time. So I strongly, would recommend Mario. Mario Junk Money it's so far exceeded my expectations that I almost don't want anybody else to use them. I just want them to concentrate on my stuff, But no, man, I'm super stoked and excited to see what the future holds as we add, more pieces. I wasn't looking to grow massive or anything like a lot of these guys that are talking about. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a truth video right behind this one about the truth about, a lot of people say, this is easy, and, this, that, and the other thing, it's a no-brainer, and blah, blah, blah. There's some work involved here, depending on how you do it, but I would give him a shout. I would talk to him. I would find out if he's not doing anybody in your area, and if he's not doing anybody in your area, I would get on it, and I would absolutely use him. And Mario and your family, I hope you guys are doing great, and many blessings to you. Yes, sir.